So let's go ahead and talk about the features on the Canon EOS R6 Mark II, and one of those key features, okay, that I saw or I watched from other content creators, like they didn't deep dive into it a little bit more further, which it piqued my interest, to be honest, is the detection, right? The detection feature is basically there is a setting where you can go and you can detect like a person, like my face, for example, and if I were to go out of frame, it would just, you know, not even focus on the back or the background. And then when I put my face back in or my body back in, right, it's just, it focuses back on me. So that's what I mean. And I wanted to test this feature out. I wanted to put it to the test when it comes to, like, let's say 2 people, right? Or what if you're not just being still, but also being motion? How does that, does it affect it in any way? So that feature called detection or subject detection, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to set that up. Okay, I have the camera right here. And so what I'm going to make sure is, I'm going to make sure that switch is already on video mode. And then I'm going to switch on the top, switch it over to turn it on. Now by default, I'm already under 4K 60. So ignore this, just hit the set button. And now I'm going to hit the menu button. And in the menu button underneath autofocus, the first tab where it says movie servo autofocus, I'm going to hit OK. And in here underneath it says subject detect autofocus. So I'm going to scroll down and click on that. And now you have 2, detect priority, which is by default, and detect only that's where that feature is. So I'm going to click set, hit the shutter button, and I'm back in the screen. And that is how you set it up. So for example, let's see this clip of me. So I'm here just walking back or starting to walk back, and then I'm going to start walking back towards the camera. And then as soon as I do that, I'm all still out of focus on the background. So I'm set it to detection only. And so going back in, you can see it focuses again, back out, and then back in. So with that being said, that's what it's supposed to do. Okay, so now let's go ahead and show you now a 2-person kind of scenario. So here I am with my son, and we're just, you know, looking at the camera, and I can see on my end that if it's locked, his eye lock is actually on him, not on me. So if I were to move back, then basically I'm going out of focus, coming back in, come back in focus. However, if I walk out, he's still the subject that's actually gonna be locked on. You know, I always think of like, okay, so what about if he's in motion, right? What if he's moving? So let's check that out. And as he moves, you can see how it just focuses on him. And then as soon as I stop panning, right, it's still out of focus on the background, but he was still in focus. Now, in a scenario where there are other people right behind them, right? What's going to happen then? So here you go. I did that test. And then all of a sudden, when he's out of frame, it just selects the next person over. So in this case, my daughter, which is far away. So that's what happens when you put detection only. Okay, so how does that benefit me as a wedding videographer? And it may benefit you as well. Well, for me, for instance, there is this part before the wedding, or even during the wedding, that's called a first look. And so when the first look happens, the groom is facing towards outside. He can't see his bride until she either taps him on the shoulder or tells him to turn around when he's ready to look at her. And there are instances where videographers have focus breathing or have missed that reaction because as soon as he turns really fast, right, or really quick, he doesn't, you know, it just sometimes hunts for that focus. So this feature would help me in that scenario. I haven't tested it, right? So I'll definitely have 2 cameras set up first to make sure everything works well. But I think that will enable me to feel more confident about that feature to, you know, get that subject on in focus. So But that's it. That is that feature. I call it that detection feature. So, but again, more tests are coming up with the EOS R5 versus the R6 Mark II. I'm still trying to put in more tests coming up with overheating, IBIS, and other more tests. Even comparing it to the R7, which I'm shooting on right now because I have the R6 Mark II here. So if you guys want to see anything else, let me know in the comments below what features you'll like to see from the EOS R6 Mark II that I probably haven't touched yet. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy the effort as well putting out these type of content for you guys. So again, my name is Alex. We'll catch you guys on the next one.